Hey guys, how's it going? This is Seth, Can You Keep It Real? Hey, I want to share with you how to make photos that will engage your customers and make them want to buy your product. When you look at a product on Amazon, one of the most important things you look at is the photos. The photos should be so good that just looking at them, you can tell everything you need to know about the product. There are some people that look at the title, they look at the photos, they click buy. Because the photos were that good. They didn't spend time wasting time looking at all the different other variations and options. So the way to do it is you want your photos to cover every possible category needed to relate to their end experience. Let me give you an example. Let's say I'm selling a pair on Amazon, all right? And I'm selling this pair, and the first photo I'm gonna put is it needs a white background. Amazon requires it. The photo must fill at least 85% of the frame, and the width on the picture must be 500 megapixels, and the length 1,000 or more. So 500 or more, 1,000 or more. You can easily do this in Preview or Photoshop. Make sure it has a white background, fills 85% of the frame, and I would include packaging as well if it's relevant. So if you're selling a water bottle with the packaging that goes with it, make sure you include both. This is your featured photo. This is the photo that everyone sees when they hit search on Amazon and it comes up. Now remember, you can put up to 10 photos on there, but only the first 7 will be viewable unless they click on one of the photos to create the slideshow where they go by the screen. Most people don't even know those other 3 photos exist. So you've got to nail it in those first 7, and especially in number 1. Make that your very best photo, up close, shows details, really good, no people in the picture. After you have your featured photo, you need several lifestyle photos. Now, what is a lifestyle photo? Easiest way to show you is to take you to my screen. So I want to show you a great example of a featured photo with a white background right here. See how simple it is? It's the picture of the pillow and it has a clean white background. That's a good example of your featured photo. The only thing I'd recommend adding on here is the actual packaging if they have it. Because when you add packaging, and I don't mean on top of the pillow but next to it, it shows you the full value. When someone packages something, the perception of the value goes up dramatically, and then you can actually charge more reasonably. This is a good example of a featured photo. Then as far as a lifestyle photo, if you go down here, this is the next kind of photo you want. You want to show a picture of someone using the product. You can see she looks happy. A little bit of a cheesy smile there, but she's sleeping on the pillow. So this is showing you what it looks like, the end goal of the customer. What do they want? They want to use it for sleeping. So what do? You show a picture of them using it for sleeping. It's really important that when you're doing lifestyle photos, that you actually include the face. When you include a face, people will buy more. Psychologically, something goes on in the brain. When someone sees a face, there's more trust. So don't just show a body, don't just show a bag and a side, show a face, show eyes, show a smile. Not some cheesy fake smile, but show people using the actual product. Let me give you a really good example of this. If you look at these guys here, using the Go Glass Terra Borosilicate glass water bottle, check out the third photo. This guy's out in the sun, he's going, man, I like my drink. He is experiencing his water bottle. She looks like she's doing yoga or stretching. She's experiencing it in life. It's showing the customer, hey, this water bottle you can take with you. In fact, look at that picture. You can take it with you as you go. It has a little carry strap to go with it. And this one as well. Now what's missing in these photos? Even though these are really good photos, there's something missing. And it's called the technical specification photo. Let me give you an example. Now if I go back over here, this seller has one. And this is really, really good example because what it does is they're helping you pick the right pillow size. If you wear a small size t-shirt, then you should get the medium size pillow if you're a woman and the medium size pillow if you're a man. If you wear a large size t-shirt, then you should still get the medium size pillow if you're a woman, but a firm pillow if you're a man. And they're doing this based on the shoulder width of the person using the pillow. That way they can go over here and say, okay, I'm gonna get firm or I wanna get medium. They can pick which one they want. This graph right here makes it super easy to quickly understand, oh, I'm a medium, I need the medium, or I'm a large, I need this one. Very easy to quickly decide what size of pillow you need without having to go through and read all this data and go down here and is it this one? You know, some companies, they'll actually put all the details down here. They'll say, this size for this person, this size for this person. There's nothing wrong with that, that's good. But if you can do it all in one picture, that immediately increases the value of your photo and your product because you're giving them the technical specifications in a way that is practical. But don't go crazy on this. Don't give them like every possible detail of the weight and the size and the inches and the thickness and the stitching and every kind of material that went into it. Only do the stuff that's relevant to them wanting to use the product. This is relevant. He buys a pillow. He puts it on his bed. He needs to make sure it's not too wide so it doesn't push his spouse off the bed. So it needs to be short enough. It needs to fit. You see? That's a very relevant thing. Make sure that your photo includes something about the technical specifications. I'll give you an example. So my wife sells a lot of clothing. We've been selling some on Amazon. And some of the pieces, it's really hard for a woman when she buys clothing sometimes to figure out, is it going to fit her body type? So what we do is we have a picture of the various clothing and then the exact measurements for each one. So if you get a small, it's this width and it's this height. If you get a medium, it's this height and it's this width. And in one picture, you can immediately say, that's what it is. That's what's going to work. I need this one. Or if you're of a certain weight or a certain height, or if you have long legs or long torso, that all becomes relevant. So have a technical specification photo. Listen, if you take the time to make the photos right, your buyers are going to buy more. You're going to increase that rate of return, and it is worth the time. Even if you have to hire a professional photographer or get someone who knows Photoshop to make them sharper, to make the background more white, that's what I do, it really helps. Let me share with you my trade secret on photos. I use an iPhone 5. I use an iPhone 5 for crying out loud. That's all I use. I use that and a studio I built, and it works great. You can get some really badass photos if you do this right. I want to show you one more example of really good photos. This is what you would call an accessory photo. It's showing you all the different accessories that can come with the product. So in one quick glance, I can know exactly what I'm going to get. Now if I go down here, you know how much longer it takes to figure out, okay, it doesn't say all the accessories there. Let me go down here. Does it say it down here? I don't even know if it says it. It should say it. It doesn't say it. I mean, usually they'll say it comes with, and it'll say infuser, base cap, filter disc, flip top locking lid, and all those things. But in one picture, you have it all. Now, there's one last thing I want to show you. When you're doing your photos, what about variations? What do? What if you have variations off of one product that you're creating? I want to show you exactly how to do that. So I created this interesting product. It's called a pear, and their manufacturer is Extra Juicy. And when I created my variations, as you can see right here, we have blue, we have yellow, and we have yummy red pears to eat. What I'm going to do is under images, I'm going to put all my main photos here. So anytime someone goes to the main listing, they will see all those photos. Just like here, check this out. Everyone can see all these photos. See all these photos right here? These are for the main listing. But as soon as I hover over black, red, pink, blue, see how the different colors pop up? These photos right here were put under the variation. Let me show you exactly what that looks like. So watch, I go over here, see my pear? Look at this. See the little arrow? This confuses people. You got to click the arrow, and now you can see all your variations underneath in your Seller Central. Now over here, if I hit edit, I can add photos for the main listing right here, and they will show up for all the variations. However, what if I want to add photos for the different variations? Look at this variation. For blue, I'm going to click edit. I'm going to go to images, and I'm going to add a picture of a blue pear. That's how you do it. The way you do it is you make sure that your photos, you have all your photos in the main part, the parent category, and then an individual based on each variation. If it's color, the color. If it's size, the size, for all the variations. Super simple, easy way to do it. Hey, this is Seth, Can You Keep It Real? Let me know how I can help you. If you take the time to make your photos so good that they learn everything they need to know just by looking at those photos, I guarantee you, you've optimized your listing, and your conversion rate, in other words, out of 100 people who look at your listing, how many of those buy, that's your conversion rate, is going to go up. Oh, and by the way, next time I'm going to share with you how to use your photos to tell a story, which is really awesome. Have an awesome day. I'll see you later. Bye.